Viking and Indian doubleheader here tonight. Ball is in the air, controlled by Fisher, but right to Carrington Haxton. And she confused for a moment. Here's Brumbaugh with a three-corner swish!
Great find by Lindsay Gerlach to quickly get it to the corner to Ellie, and she sinks it.
10 seconds into the game. And there's a steal by Carrington Haxton. Looking for Ellie. No, she's going to take it in herself and get fouled. Wow, you get a turnover on the ensuing play, and then you get a layup. You don't make the layup, but you get free throws. What a great start for Smoky Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just feel the emotion they're playing with to start this game.
Well, Coach said they had a team meeting on Wednesday before they started practice Wednesday, and he said nobody mad about anything, just everybody wanting, what can we do to get better? What can we, just play harder, play focused, and, wow. If she makes this off to a 5-0 start, that would just be so super. It rattles out, but getting the rebound is Gerlach. The Vikings maintain the possession. Gerlach with it out top to Kira. Kira between the circles. They'll reset the offense, leading 4-0. Here's Gerlach over near side to Brumbaugh. Looking for Carrington. Goes to her on the blocks. As it knocked out of her hand, goes out to Gerlach. Gerlach with it. Goes over to Kira. They'll reset their offense. Gets it to Ellie. Brumbaugh on the weave offense. She gets it to Gerlach. Gerlach comes across the top now. Loses the handle momentarily, but gets it off to Kira. Baseline to Carrington. Baseline shot. Ellie, no, but Carrington there to get the rebound and has it knocked out of her hands, but she'll be able to keep it for the Vikings. A great start.
Absolutely, and way to save those balls from going from turnovers. Keep that momentum with you.
Kira looking, still looking. Now goes out top to Ellie. Ellie will reset between the circles. 1 minute gone. Vikings have a 4-0 lead. Larned hasn't even gotten into their side of the court yet. Gerlach gets it knocked away. And though it didn't get knocked away, it's just an errant pass. I thought it got tipped, but
just
turnover.
A little bit of mistiming there as Kira went cutting for the corner.
Turnover Vikings. Fisher gets it in to Perez. There's a steal, though. Brocksterman can't quite get there. Good hustle by Claire Brocksterman.
Just about a second late there, and if she was a little bit earlier, she would have had a lay-in.
But you don't want your post player getting fouls in the backcourt, so that's a little bit of a bad break. There's a steal by Ellie Brumbaugh. Another turnover for Larned. Still haven't gotten in their side of the court. Here, Brumbaugh looked at a three, didn't trigger. Instead, will do a little floater, too strong. Rebound, Larned. They quickly get into their front court, losing the ball, though. That's a third turnover. Here comes Kira the other way. Kira with it on the dribble out top. Vikings still up 4-0 and has it knocked away by Larned. 6:21 to go, first quarter. Got to take a deep breath here. It's been a wild and crazy pace early. Kira to put it into Carrington. Back it goes to Gerlach to reset the offense. Kira on the dribble out top. Over to the near side now. Goes back to Brocksterman. Backdoor cut to Gerlach. A little 6-footer short. Rebound. Claire runs it down. Over to Ellie. Inside to Carrington. Kick out to Kira. Got tipped, but Kira makes the save. Baseline pass to Carrington. Missed it. Got her own rebound. And stepped out of bounds. Good hustle, though.
Absolutely,
boy, the girls are absolutely hustling their hardest.
It's probably the third or fourth offensive rebound here early, so they're doing work on the boards.
You get it into Perez. I'll tell you a story about Bailey Perez here in a little bit. There's a steal by Carrington on the errant pass, and there's an errant pass. Oh, that went off of, they got lucky there. That went off of Nesby. Nesby hit it on the way across the lane. It was a pass that came out, but none of the officials see it, so that's the second Viking turnover and 4 for Larned.
Yep, the Vikings, they don't press often, but it's working here to start the game. Larned doesn't have any answers for it.
Get it off to Muldrow, around to Perez, round on the wing to Sanger. Sanger with it out top to Fisher. Fisher's the big girl, looking for somewhere to go inside. Gets it out to Perez out top. Perez gets it near side to Muldrow. Muldrow right in front of the Viking bench out to Fisher. The big girl's out beyond the three-point line. Now back to Perez, looking inside for a cutting teammate. Not there. Goes out to Muldrow. Muldrow will drive. Shot up and good. Muldrow knocks down the jumper, and they get their first 2 points at the 5-minute mark. 4-2. Vikings should have more, but they don't. But let's get some points going here. Brockstrom has it just outside the free throw lane. Still has it. Now goes back to Gerlach. Nearest far side it goes to Carrington. Cross court to Ellie. Brumbaugh on the dribble now. Back over to Gerlach. She's going to shoot a long one. Too strong. Rebound. Carrington inside, saving it. Out to Kira. And it's touched last by Kira. Out of bounds to Larned.
Vikings getting a lot of shots up here. I like it. Continue to be aggressive here and take a lot of shots.
Putting that press on again. They've gotten some turnovers on that press, but they break it this time there. They knock it out of bounds. Good hustle by Ellie Brumbaugh. It just got Larned all out of sorts so far. They just haven't. They finally got a long possession and got their first basket, but they really are causing them a lot of grief. There's a Fisher girl inside, kicks it out to Muldrow. No, that's not Muldrow, that's Sanger. Get them mixed up here a minute. And it goes to Muldrow. Her shot missing. Fisher with the rebound. Up, no. Rebound inside. No. Rebound inside. And we've got a call on a whistle. And the rebounding foul on Larned. It'll be Viking basketball. Muldrow. 4:06 left to go, first quarter. Off of the bench, first substitution for the Vikings. Haven Shugren in. Gerlach out. Ellie will put it in to Shugren. Back to Ellie it goes. They're going to press a little bit, little 1-2-2 press. Knocking it away is Muldrow. Gets it up to Brockstrom, to Shugren. Out to Kira, back to Shugren. Little two-man catch. Kira over to Brumbaugh. Baseline corner near side. Looking for Brockstrom. Goes cross court to Shugren instead. Bounce pass in, knocked away, but Carrington saves it. Out it goes to Ellie. Another three-pointer, and it's good.
Keep firing them, Ellie Brumbaugh.
Another Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer by Ellie Brumbaugh, too. And we want to thank our sponsors that help us. Harry Malary, CNL Heating and Cooling, People's Bank and Trust, Yoder Lawn and Tree Care, Farmers State Bank, Arn Reinert CPA, Smoky Valley Booster Club, Gallant Tire and Auto, Scott's, Lindbergh Family Dental Care, Viking Auto, Bank of Tesket, Paul Mari for your Smoky Valley real estate needs, Dr. Darrell Loader, and Midway Motors. Yeah, what a great emotional start for the Vikings.
Absolutely, and we talked about it. One of these girls needs to get hot, and Ellie Brumbaugh's answering that call right now with two early three-pointers. Big start for the Vikings here.
And they're moving the ball. They're moving the ball, getting those swing passes to go across. And
a lot of offensive rebounds, too, giving themselves a lot of chances to score.
Does Larned have 4 or 5 turnovers?
I think it's just 4.
It's just 4. Yeah. Okay. I thought sometimes I miss them when I'm writing other things down. Having trouble getting the ball in, but finally do. Perez has it, gets it off to Fisher. Still with Perez. Finally get it across to Muldrow. Muldrow has a couple little pigtails in her hair, but so does Sanger. So that's why I'm getting those two confused. Their hair is dark colored, and they got little bun ponytail things in their hair. Muldrow with it out top. Perez inside to Fisher. Fisher turn around, kick out to Sanger. Sanger three, no. Rebound. Hustling for it. Nesby wins the battle. On the dribble drive, no, but a foul. And 2 shots coming up for Sanger. Foul's going to be on Ellie Brumbaugh. Got to keep her out of foul trouble tonight. She's getting off to a hot start on the offense. We don't want her to get in foul trouble. First Muldrow feet, though. Good. Good substitution by Coach Vanderwig to get Ellie out for a little bit, get her a little rest. Usually what happens when you foul like she did is you get tired and you start reaching. Nesby gets a rebound inside. Fisher. Olana Clark has checked in for the Vikings as well. I forgot to mention her. I didn't see her check in. Here's Shugren with it out to Kira. Between the circles to get the offense started. Goes to Carrington. Backdoor cut for Bryan. Not there. Shugren along 2, no. Rebound inside Fisher. You just don't have an answer for that extra 6 or 8 inches on the rebounding power. Sanger gets it off to Muldrow, goes inside to Fisher. Shot in lane, good.
That was a good move by Fisher to keep the ball high there, and there's really nothing Lena can do.
Larned 5, Smoky Valley 7. Bryant with it on the dribble now. We got an illegal screen.
Yeah, never quite got set there.
Third team foul now on the Vikings. The Vikings turn it over via the foul. Muldrow has it in the backcourt, gets it off to Fisher, gets it up to Perez. Almost knocked away by Shugren. It is knocked away, and the Vikings come up with a steal. Turnover, forcing another turnover. Kira in the backcourt now, crosses the half-court line on the dribble. Still on the dribble, all the way to the far side wing. Now baseline, goes in for the shot. No. Rebound Nesby inside. Gets it off to Sanger. Here comes Larned Indians on the run. And a great drive, but a miss. Fisher comes up with the rebound and taken away by Lana. But on alternating possession, it'll stay as they call a jump ball. Coach Vanderweg wanted a foul. And I think he was right. I think they both grabbed it at the same time. So the possession stays with Larned underneath their own basket. Vikings lead it 7-5, and now we got an illegal screen on Larned. Black 3, Nesby gets called for the illegal screen. Second team foul, first foul on Nesby. Bryant with it on the dribble drive, baseline corner. Gets it off to Clark, back to Bryant. Bryant with the give and go, loses the handle out of bounds, tipped out of bounds by Muldrow. And coming in for the first time, number 33, Clark. So Kira will put it in, free throw line extended far side. Gets it out top to Lana, back to Kira. They'll reset the offense. Near side to Gerlach. Gerlach checked back in for Carrington a moment ago. Gerlach looked at a shot. Perez come out and jumped her shooting angle. And there's a steal by Larned, but Perez knocks it out of bounds before Lana touched it out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Vikings. Kaylee Ryan in for Smoky Valley. 1:18 left to go. Vikings up 7-5. Shugren, long 2. 3. They're going to give her a 3.
Wow.
I thought her toe was on the line, but we'll take another Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer, 10-5.
Absolutely.
Vikings in the lead. And a miss rebounded by Vikings Gerlach. Lindsay Gerlach pulls down a good defensive rebound. And a reach in on Muldrow. That'll be her second foul.
Vikings are they're really playing aggressive. You know, maybe last week the Vikings wouldn't have taken these 3-point shots, but they're really stepping into them and shooting some confidence.
Tapia. Is that how you would pronounce that?
Oh, yeah, Tapia. Probably right.
Check in. The Vikings with a chance to extend their 10-5 lead here. Kira gets it into the front court. Under a minute we go. Gerlach looked like she was going to continue on that weave. Didn't. Gets it out to Shugren. Over to Gerlach. Now to Bryant. Bryant on the dribble. Gets it off to Kira. Baseline 3. Kira. In and out. No good. Rebound Bryant. Has it knocked away by Fisher. And I don't know what happened there. I thought that surely went off of Larned, but this official gives it to Larned with 35 seconds left to go. Vikings up 10-5. Get it up to Sanger. Over on the wing. It goes to Tapia. Out top to Perez. They'll reset the offense to Sanger. Sanger got away with the travel. She split both feet before she took off. Now it goes to Clark. Clark out to Perez. Out to Sanger. Inside to Fisher. Fisher gets double teamed. Out to Perez. Long 2. No. Rebound. Fisher. Wow.
Yeah.
Kaylee Ryan just didn't box her out hard enough. She had a good position on her, but unable to get it out of there. And she wanted a foul there, but none called. And the first quarter is in the books, but the Vikings lead at 10-7. Back for quarter number 2 right after this. Here it's 10-7. Vikings lead, and they get the first possession of the second quarter. Ellie Brumbaugh has checked back in, as has Carrington, as has Claire Brocksterman. They join Haven Shugren and Gerlach on the court for the Vikings. Down low to Carrington. She gets triple teamed. And, wow. Well, I think she got it stolen away, but then Sanger traveled, evidently. I don't know what happened over there, but the
okay.
Vikings.
Well, I didn't know what happened.
Well, I thought he called Carrington for a travel too, but didn't. Carrington baseline shot, no. Rebound long, and it's going to be saved by Haven. No, gets out of bounds before she can get it. The long rebound goes out of bounds, and Vikings can't save it. 10-7 still our score. Just underway, second quarter. Vikings going to have to keep battling. Sanger has it out top near side right by the Viking bench, looking for Fisher inside there. Brocksterman doing a good job of playing D on her. Cross quarter goes to Sanger. Sanger looked at a shot, didn't trigger. Sanger shot, no. Rebound, Carrington. Carrington in transition all the way to the baseline. Picks up her dribble, goes out to Shugren, around to Gerlach. Long two, no. Rebound, Carrington, up and good.
Yeah. Great ball movement on that possession and quick ball movement.
12 for the Vikings. 7 for Larned. And there's a steal by Carrington. She's so athletic. Here's Ellie. Ellie will take it in and get it blocked. Body contact, and they're letting it go. Here comes Perez. Her shot, no. Rebound, Fisher inside. Can't stop that. Got to get her boxed out. Fisher's got 6. 12-9. Vikings still lead. Ellie with it in between the circles now, all the way out into the half-court circle she goes. On the dribble still, on the wing, now between the circles. Over it goes to Carrington. Back to Ellie. Three-pointer again, no, but Haven Shugan had it on a moment and now tied up. And on alternating possession, it'll go to the Larned Indians. Nesby back in for Larned, and a new one in, number 2, Mead, in for the first time. Just what they need is a little more height. Clark out, Mead in. Mead, Nesby, and Fisher are all pretty tall gals. Perez picks up her dribble, gets it up to Fisher. Fisher gets it in the front court to Nesby. They reset their offense to Perez. Near side it comes to Mead. Round it goes to Tapia. And we got a 3-second in the lane. That's about the only thing we got to stop Fisher doing. She got called for being in the lane. You're kind of camping out there. Maybe Coach Vanderweg helped with that one.
Maybe. He's smiling after that one. Happy that they get that call.
Well, you got to get her out of the lane somehow. She can't just camp in there. So good coaching by Coach Vanderweg to mention it to the official that she can't camp out in there when they have the ball on offense. Brocksterman over to Haxton. Another three. Another make. Kira Haxton.
Some nights it's just your night from three-point land, and we're seeing that so far.
Arn Reinert CPA three-pointers have been raining often and successful. And there they turn it over again on transition. Turnover number
8.
What did they have after one quarter?
I think that they had 6 after one quarter.
Vikings have
3 turnovers, so pretty good outing for the Vikings.
No question. Leading 15-9, a 6-point lead. Out top it goes to Ellie, around to Kira, inside to Brocksterman, baseline to Carrington. Carrington has it knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. 5:03 left to go, first half. Vikings with a 15-9 lead. Coach Crosby for Larned pacing the sideline, wondering what she's going to do to get her team fired up. We hope it's the Vikings that are keeping them down a little bit. Inside it goes to Brocksterman. Her shot, no. Rebound, Larned. Good-looking shot over the much taller Perez.
Yeah, she had to shoot that ball higher than she normally does to get it over her.
Tapia has it. Knocked away, and there's Kira with a foul. Pass was to Mead. I thought she was going to get there and knock it away. I got a little ahead of myself.
And listen, that's going to happen when you're playing this aggressive, getting as many steals as you are. We'll take a few fouls here and there.
Absolutely. 14 fouls each on the scoreboard. Fisher will put it in play to Perez. They'll reset their offense. Near side it comes to Mead, looking for Tapia. Out top will go there. Near side to Nesby, looking for Fisher inside. Good defense by Claire Brocksterman. Out to Mead, inside to Nesby. Kick out to Perez. She's out beyond the arc. On this side to Nesby. Nesby dribble drive baseline. Oh, she got a little cold travel. Turnover number...
That's 9.
9. We like it. That's just good Viking defense.
Yeah, it really is.
Berean Academy and El Saline are playing tonight. Berean Academy has a lead on El Saline 9-0. They didn't score in their first quarter. Here's Brumbaugh, another 3-ball, another make.
Wow.
Her third, 18 for the Vikings, 9 for Larned. Tapia almost loses it out of bounds, but saves it. Carrington right there to bug her to death. Tapia cross court to Clark, who just checked back in. Back to Meade. They're moving the ball well, but the Viking defense is moving as well. Oh, Meade got away with the travel. No, she didn't. She spun and took a step and then shot. Even in NBA, that would have been traveling, I believe. That's 10 turnovers.
Yeah, it is.
Great Viking defense causing most of those turnovers. They're doing a great, great job. Maria Apel now is checked in. Coach Vanderweeg's doing a good job of shuffling people in to guard that big Fisher girl. Kira goes over to Carrington, and now we got some kind of a foul inside away from the ball again. Somebody hooked. He's using his arm to say, Lana Clark hooked somebody. Lana, stop that. Fisher will put it in against the Viking press. The Viking press has paid dividends tonight. Knocking the ball out of bounds is Carrington. Fisher will step up a little bit up the side court and get the ball in play again. Gets it into Meade. Meade looking for Sanger. Not there. Meade will bring it into the front court against a little pressure. Oh, there's another travel. Oh, yes, she did. The official had his hand in the air, was ready to blow his whistle, and didn't blow it. And there's a ball knocked out of bounds by Smoky Valley. It'll stay with Larned underneath their own basket. You don't see them very often lift their hand and then decide not to call. And I know she was trying to get rid of the ball. Maybe in his opinion, she got rid of it before the travel. 3:15 left to go here in. Almost another turnover right near half court. Clark has it on the dribble. Good defense, Lana Clark. Clark against Clark.
Yeah.
And they finally got a travel. Coach Crosby saying, pay attention. I was trying to call a timeout. Well, he's got to look at what's going on. It's his call. He was right there by the action. He can't be listening to her. We'll take another turnover, 11 on the night. Kira left alone out top, doesn't go. Ellie will. Now off to Clark, off to Kira. Short, rebound, Larned. 2:45 left to go in the first half. Vikings on top, 18-9. Sanger kicks it out to Meade, around to Clark. Near side to Tapia. Out it goes to Sanger. Her great baseline dribble drive, and she'll be fouled. And Sanger will have free throws. Lana Clark will pick up the foul. It'll be Lana's second. Sanger made one of two earlier. 9 for the Larned Indians, 18 for Smoky Valley. And that one good. That's their 10th point coming at the 2:32 mark. Bryant in for Clark. So it's Apel, Bryant, Haxton, and Brumbaugh on the court for Smoky Valley. Second one also no good. Fisher trying to get the rebound, but Bryant sneaks in and takes it away. And Kira double dribbles. Turnover number
4.
Wow, that's excellent.
Yeah, especially when you compare that to the 11 turnovers from Larned. Vikings doing a good job in winning that department.
Shugan has come back in. Ellie gets another break. Here comes to Meade. Vikings man-to-man. The man-to-man defense has been excellent this game so far.
And they normally run a zone, so they're doing a good job tonight.
And Carrington almost with another steal. Here's Clark with a shot. No. Rebound. Vikings come away with it. Kira gets it over to, looking for her sister down low, but can't find it. Around it goes to Bryant. She'll launch a 3-ball. And off the glass.
Wow.
Another Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer. That's the 5th of the night for the Vikings.
Well,
21.
It was a great pass by Kira. She was going to go to Haven and saw Ashland was open there and made the right pass and led to that three-pointer.
Wow. You said earlier, almost another steal by Carrington. You said the night when offense clicks, the Vikings are a totally different team, and they love playing at home. Meade gets it off to Sanger, around to Clark. Looking for baseline Meade. Meade will dribble drive. Shot, no. Rebound, Bryant. Here come the Vikings. Kira on the run into the front court. And a steal by Sanger. Sanger read that pass. And Kira. The basket went, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. They haven't put it up on our scoreboard yet, but...
Yeah, it went. He didn't know that. So Meade, or Sanger made the basket, so she'll get an and one. That'll be their 12th point at the 112 mark. One free throw coming in. That's missing. Rebound, Ashlyn Bryant. It's off to Carrington. Here come the Vikings. On the run, off to Bryant. Sanger's their top player defensively anyway. She's come up with a couple of steals. Gerlach into Carrington. Carrington, little floater in the lane. Too hard. Gets her own. Or Gerlach gets a rebound. He'll chase down the long rebound to keep it alive. And Bryant with it. Over it goes to Shugren. Back to Bryant. Inside to Ryan. Kick out to Shugren. Long two. In and out. No good. Rebound. And stepping out of bounds is Meade. Good effort by the Vikings on the board.
Absolutely.
Still. Excellent job of rebounding or making the contested rebound for Larned. Nesby in. Meade out. Brocksterman in. Carrington out. That's a good substitution. Carrington has a foul and keep her out of foul trouble before halftime. Inside to Apel, her shot partially blocked by Fisher. And now a rebounding foul on.
I think that's on Claire.
Wow. That backfired on the Vikings because that's her second foul. We're going to be shooting free throws at the other end. Tapia. I wondered who was going to end up going to the free throw line. Tapia will do the honors. 21-12, Vikings lead. Some games they only scored in the 20s here lately. Rebound on the miss, Maria Apel. Gets it off to Gerlach. Back to Bryant. Bryant will bring it into the front court under a little pressure from Tapia. Now she drops off. Inside to Apel. Apel out to Shugren. Over to Bryant. 20 seconds left. Over to Gerlach on the weave. Gerlach spin move. Now goes back to Bryant. Left alone for a three. Too strong. Rebound to Apel trying to save it. But it goes to Larned. 8, 7, 6, 5. Sanger inside to Nesby. Her shot, no. Fisher, yes. Yeah. At the buzzer. Fisher gets one more bucket. And we are at halftime. And our halftime score is Smoky Valley 21. Larned 14. Back with running down this, with including tonight, we have 6 games left. 3 at home and 3 away. Kind of an odd schedule to have that many in a row at home and that many in a row away, but that's the way the schedule works out. So Vikings certainly hope they can do a good job. And on the first possession, the Vikings have it. They turn it over on a bad pass. But that's Sanger. She's kind of one of those girls that have been in the mix there. Almost a turnover by Larned, but they've kept it alive. We've had our hands on 2 passes and haven't got that turnover yet to start the second half. Larned in the half court here. Vikings go 1-3-1 trap defense. It's a zone 1-3-1, and they trap. Deflect is what the guys call it. And they're trying to emulate what the guys do. Nesby has a deep corner, far side looking. Now comes out top to Sanger, who goes across court to Muldrow. Muldrow on the dribble, back to Sanger. She's going to launch a 3-ball, and it hits. Ooh. Good.
That was a good-looking shot there.
Sanger has got 7 now, and the first points of the quarter belong to. That's a 7-0 run on the Vikings now between the two quarters. Ellie Brumbaugh with it out top for the Vikings on the dribble. Muldrow guarding her. Still out top is Brumbaugh. Gets a different perspective there. Now off to Carrington, back to Carrington. Shot, and this time Fisher gets the foul called. I think that's going to be her first foul.
Yeah, don't be hesitant to go in there on her. You can draw fouls on her down there if you drive hard like Carrington did.
Is the first foul on Fisher. And Carrington, just rimming off. Just underway, third quarter. 6:29 left to go here. I'll give you some scores here. Get to them in a moment. And the second one is good. And a 30-second timeout. I said I was going to mention what happened with Bailey Perez here a year ago. Her and a teammate ran together. Now I won't be able to hear it because of the music. But they ran together in a collision, and the Perez girl got a big gash over her eye, and the other girl lost a tooth. It popped out right here in front of us, laying on the court. They rushed her out to the Sanger girl. Her dad's a doctor. He came down. Conrad or somebody called Dr. Eric Peterson. He came and helped her put it back in, and it's been in. But one of the moms, the Perez mom, told me she might still be losing that, but she's sure appreciative of all the help that we gave them during that time. So 22-17 now. The Vikings still in the lead. And Larned almost a travel there. It could have been called one. Muldrow into the front court. No, and then she gets and alternating possession. She gets tied up. Alternating possession. It'll stay with Larned. A good effort by Haxton and Haxton. The law firm of Haxton and Haxton.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Perez. She's out there on the court. She didn't look any worse for the wear today from what happened a year ago. 6:08 to go. Long pass cross court. Shot up and no, but a foul. And Perez will have free throws.
Yeah, that was a great pass from Muldrow there.
Gerlach will pick up her first, team first. Perez at the free throw. She hasn't scored yet in the game and still hasn't scored as she misses the free throw. 22-17, Vikings still with the lead. Second Larned free throw, no good either. Gets it right back now, a field goal, and she makes that. Oh, darn, we had our hands on that one too. And she missed, and then she made 22-19. Vikings get it in the front court. Brumbaugh, cross-court pass to Gerlach. Over to Kira. Carrington now on the dribble drive. Carrington, no. Rebound, Carrington, no. But she's fouled. And Carrington will have two more free throws. Nesby will pick up the foul this time instead of Fisher. Carrington makes the free throw. 5:43 left to go, third quarter. Nesby out, and how did he pronounce that again?
Tapia.
Tapia, like top hat, Tapia.
Yep.
Thank you. And she's made 3 out of 4 free throws here. Perez gets it down. Over it goes to Muldrow. Her shot. Wow, that's the first time they've heard us.
Yeah, and that's going to happen sometimes when you press like that. And luckily, it's only happened once, but they kind of break away and get a layup there.
Vikings get it into the front court. Goes to Carrington. Cross court to Ellie. Baseline to Gerlach. Little 6-footer. No. Rebound. Brocksterman. Oh, it's going to be a rebounding foul on Brocksterman. Oh, my goodness. She had a good rebound and putback. Yeah, no kidding. Somebody behind us saying call it both ways, and that's exactly right. Perez hasn't been able to. We haven't been able to pick up the fouls on her because she's been over the back just like that a couple of times.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it's not necessarily a bad call, but when you're not calling it both ways, you have the right to complain there.
Muldrow with it in the backcourt now, into the front court, into the middle of the lane, kick out, and through the hands of Tapia. And that's a turnover. Larned, number
12.
Vikings have
6.
6. Each team with 1 turnover to start the second half. 5:09 left to go, third quarter. Vikings up by 3 now, 24-21. Get it up to Gerlach. Gerlach into the front court. Gets it back to Brumbaugh, over to Kira. They'll start the weave offense. Get it off to Gerlach. Gets a screen from Lana. Gerlach still on the dribble. Pulls up her dribble off to Clark. Clark outside to Kira. They'll reset. Kira way out near half court on the dribble. Started by Sanger. Oh my, big collision there. Off it goes to Clark. Clark out to Brumbaugh. Brumbaugh out to Kira. Three-pointer, no. Rebound. And call a jump ball. Alternating possession will stay with the Vikings. So good effort by Kira just to let the Larned player, I think it was Perez, finally come up with the ball, and then she just latched onto it real quickly. Clark with it at the elbow. No. Rebound. Tapia.
Good looking shot. Way to not hesitate with the Fisher running out at you.
Yeah, he just went right up with that. It didn't make it, but good looking shot. We'll take that every time. Perez with it now out top, guarded by Gerlach. Vikings go man-to-man on this possession. Here's a 3. Sanger, swish. Wow. Sanger has suddenly hit 2 threes and tied the game up at 24-all. And the Vikings call a quick timeout. We'll step aside as well. 4:08 left, 24-all. Back right after this. We'll keep it right here, thanking Harry Malary, CNL Heating and Cooling, People's Bank and Trust, Yoder Lawn and Tree Care, Farmers State Bank, Arnreiner CPA, Smoky Valley Booster Club, Gallant Tire and Auto, Scott, Lindbergh Family Dental Care, Viking Auto, Bank of Tescott. Call Mari for your Smoky Valley real estate needs, Dr. Darrell Loader, and Midway Motors helping us with our portion of the broadcast. And again, the season winding down, the Vikings have tonight, including 3 games at home and then 3 games on the road at Halstead, at Nickerson, at Haven. Haven's the last game of the year. I don't know if that's the right order for those away games or not. There's a steal on the long court pass. Here comes Sanger. Sanger has hit 2 threes in the last couple of possessions to tie this game up at 24-all. That's a bad turnover for Smoky Valley. Press is starting to pay some dividends for Larned. On the drive, Sanger missing rebound. Vikings. Gerlach with it. Off to Kira. Here comes Kira looking for Ellie. Ellie launch. Oh, I thought she was going to launch a 3-pointer. Kira will. Top of the key. No. Rebound. Fisher inside. Can't stop that big rebounder. Here comes Perez on the dribble. Still penetration. Pick it up to Muldrow. She'll launch a 3-ball. No. They're going to go. Call it the same way, and we do. We get the call that time. Fisher over the back. That'll be her second.
I think we would have had an upset home crowd here had that call not gone our way, so good deal there.
Said I was going to give you some scores after 3 quarters. Derby over Salina South, 48-12. Derby is the number 1 team in 6A. And there's a steal by the Vikings, and going to go the other way. I don't know, Larned will keep the ball. Abilene 33, Marysville 19 at halftime. Central 33, Campus 16 at halftime. Here it's 24-all with 3:09 left to go. And here's a steal. Carrington with a breakaway layup, up and missed it. And battling for the rebound, loose on the floor. Wow, boy, you just can't have those misses. She went in, she slowed down and did everything, but just didn't get the ball up over the rim. Perez with it out top, over to Fisher, near side to Tapia. Round to Sanger, back to Fisher. 2:40 left to go, third quarter, still 24-24. Muldrow in the middle has it blocked. Vikings come away with it. Carrington on the run, brings it to a stop. Over it goes to Lana. Lana looked at a 3, didn't want to trigger though. Goes back to Carrington. Carrington will go back to Kira to reset to Ellie right in front of the Viking bench. She will trigger. And Lana Clark runs down the long carom. Off it goes to Carrington. A 2. No. Rebound, Larned. Couple of really good looks there for the Vikings. They just couldn't get them to go. Totally different team when those shots go.
Yeah.
Inside it goes to Muldrow. Kick out to Tapia. Shot. Good. Tapia hits her first basket.
Yeah, and you knew Larned wasn't going to go away. You got to have an answer to this run.
26 for them at the 1:45 mark. They've taken the lead. A 7-0 run here. Another 7-0 run to start to end the second and start the third. Here's a 3 by Ellie. Short, but Carrington with the rebound off to Lana. And Fisher going to get called for the foul. Lana will have 2 free throws. You said it. You got to keep going up against her. You'll eventually get the fouls called. And that's the third on Fisher, all in this half. You did not have a foul at halftime. Clark's free throw, in and out. In and out, no good. Bryant in for Ellie. Ryan in for, and that one rims out as well. So unsuccessful on both Atlanta Clark free throws. Vikings still trail by 2, 26-24. Across the timeline is Perez. Near side it goes to Muldrow. Vikings. And there's a turnover, but we can't get it. Perez comes up with it off to Fisher. She'll launch a long 2 and swish it. Wow. Where's that been? Everything else has been under the basket. She's just inside the 3-point line and knocks it down 28-24. And now the collision over there, and it'll be a foul on Larned. Muldrow.
See if you can't get it in here to Lana and go at Fisher and try to get that 4th foul. That would be big.
Meade coming in. See if she comes in for coming in for Fisher, coming in for Muldrow. So Coach Crosby rolling the dice, keeping her big center in there, Fisher. Bryant with it on the dribble. Out top, Meade guarding her. Goes over to Lana. Lana just outside the elbow. Lana with the dribble drive. Kick it out to Ryan. Near side to Kira. Back to Bryant. Back to Kira. Trying to look for Clark inside there. Looks like they're trying to work it in. Get it off to Carrington. Off to Bryant. Bryant with the dribble off to Clark. And the long 2. No. Rebound. Tapia for Larned. Sanger across the line off to Perez. 22 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Larned has taken over the lead here. Baseline it goes to Tapia. Fisher out top. Around to Meade. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Meade on the dribble drive. Loses the handle. And ball still in bounds. And now the Vikings come away with it. And it ends up, the quarter is over. And our score, Larned 28, Moki Valley 24. Did not get a field goal.
Yeah, and after that exciting first half of offense, you come back with that quarter. You got to answer now in the fourth quarter and have a good offensive quarter.
Meade with it for Larned. They get the first possession. Sanger, she hit a couple of threes, fueling their comeback. Inside it goes to Fisher. Fisher kick it out to Meade. Long 2 by Meade. In and out, no good. Fisher got away with a push and got a wide open putback. She pushed the Vikings out of the way and got a putback. And it's 30-24. That now is an 11-0 run for Larned. Brumbaugh with it. Over to Bryant. Bryant with the long 2. Good. We needed that badly.
Good looking shot off the pick.
26 for the Vikings, 30 for Larned. That ends that 11-0 run. Near side it comes to Tapia, to Perez, inside to Fisher. Cross court to Meade. Meade in the lane, got it to go. They're getting scoring from different places now, 32-26 with 7 minutes to go. And the Vikings turn it over. Bryant, I don't know where she was going with that pass, but it just got deflected a little bit evidently. And that's turnover number
10.
Larned has
13.
13. Perez looking to go into Meade. Not there. Good defense. Claire Brocksterman. Sanger around to Tapia. On the far side to Meade. Looking for Fisher inside there. Instead will go to Sanger out top. Near side to Perez. Looking for Meade inside there. And now Brocksterman will get another foul. Claire Brocksterman can't stay in the game. And there's no doubt there's contact, but it's kind of a picky foul. Larned ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. 6:21 left to go, fourth quarter. Can the Vikings come up with a rally? Can they get some of their outside shots to go? Can they get some more Larned turnovers? Answered all those questions upcoming. Tapia around to Perez. Looking for Fisher inside. She gets double teamed. Good Viking defense. Back to Perez. She's going to launch a three ball. Wow. They all of a sudden can't miss anything. 35-26. Vikings trail now by 9. Kira has the ball knocked away by Sanger. And a rebound. Instead, we call it travel. Coach Crosby, she better be careful or she's going to get a technical for complaining too much. They got action going on the court. They can't look at the coach to see what's going on. She can complain. She better be careful. That's all I got to say. Now everybody's waiting as there's stoppage of play. Let's go. 5:48 left to go. Vikings trail by 9. They got to get something to go. All of a sudden, Larned is starting to make everything they throw up.
They do big possession here.
Ellie with it in the backcourt now. Comes into the front court, gets trapped. And they say it went off of Ellie. Yeah, Coach Vanderwijk not happy with that turnover. I don't agree with it either. She got double teamed and the ball went out of bounds, and they said she tipped it out of bounds. I don't think so, but that's the call he made. Round it goes to Perez, inside to Meade. Meade at the elbow, missing. Rebound, Kira. Good defensive set. Kira on the dribble, off to Bryant. Baseline corner, Ellie. Little floater,
yeah.
Good.
Good job by Ellie to find that opening space, and she drove it right there.
Ellie got into double figures with that one at the 5:15 mark.
Awesome to see.
We needed that. We need a little run now. We need to close this gap. Off it goes to Fisher. And, there's a foul. Tapia knocks over Carrington. Carrington was going to have a breakaway. And Tapia, it wasn't at all an intentional foul, but when you collide and you knock somebody over, you gotta call a foul, and they did. Gerlach, Ryan, Brumbaugh, Kira Haxton, and there goes Ashland off the glass, and good.
What a smart play was that. I think that was Kira throwing it in to just go right to Ashland, and she finished nicely.
Off the glass with under pressure. It could have been an and one, but it wasn't. And 4:45 mark, the Vikings back within 5. Kira knocks it away, and it goes into the crowd. Stay with Larned. Tapia out, Nesby in. Nesby, Fisher, Sanger, Muldrow, and Perez. And wow. Kaylee Ryan gets called for the hold, holding the big Fisher girl. That's the Vikings' 4th team foul is all. Now it goes underneath their own basket. And what that stoppage of play was for. They'll go. Perez will go now to put it in play. And count it. Muldrow somehow got that. Somehow they strung that little pass in there. Got it to go. And the Vikings foul. Ryan on the guilty party again. Wow. So they got a break there on that little streaming pass somehow. Muldrow makes the and one as well. So
that is a huge play. No doubt about it.
And the Vikings will call a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 4:41 left to go in this one. Larned 38, Vikings 30. Back right after this.
Do you know what major TV...
By Larned to get the ball into Muldrow and have her finish that shot and then get the and one as well. So they have gotten some good breaks, created their own breaks, and the Vikings get it into the front court. Gerlach with it on the dribble. Still on the dribble, far side wing. Now out top to Kira. There's a three-point shot that got the Vikings off to such a great start. And they haven't made a three the whole second fast. And there's Nesby reaching in. That was a silly foul. That'll be 1-1 now for the Vikings.
Gonna have to put them in. Be good to score when the clock isn't moving here.
Kierington will check in now. And Ellie and Kira and Bryant and Brocksterman, with her 4 fouls, is checked back in. And can't make it. Brocksterman can't jump high enough to get the ball away from Fisher. So front end of a 1-on-1 missed by the Vikings. Vikings missed 2 free throws by Lana Clark late third quarter. There's Muldrow, or Sanger gets it off to Perez, back to Nesby, near side to Sanger. Vikings man-to-man defense. Perez near side corner, guarded by Kira. Round it goes to Sanger. Sanger near side to Muldrow. Muldrow on the dribble. Cross court to Perez. They're working their offense very well. Out it goes to Muldrow, guarded by Bryant. Muldrow with the dribble drive. Muldrow somehow got that through and in. I don't know how she got that one-handed shot up there. Nobody in position to block it. And it's 40-30. It's a 10-point cushion and a travel for Ellie. He's starting to unravel a little bit here for the Vikings. Only had 3 free throws in that third quarter. They've gotten 3 field goals in this quarter, but Larned has added to their lead. 28-24 after 3 quarters, but the Vikings have been outscored 10. There's a shot inside by Fisher. She just knocks another one down. Vikings just don't have an answer for her height inside.
She keeps the ball so high that they really can't defend it.
Kira quickly out to Bryant. Bryant, little 10-footer, no. Rebound, Nesby inside. One shot and out. Vikings got to get some offensive rebounds. We were keeping the offensive rebounds alive in that first quarter, first half too. Down by 12 now. Sanger kick it out to Perez, out to Muldrow. Muldrow kick out to Sanger. 3 in and out, no good. Rebound Vikings. Ellie Brumbaugh comes up with the loose ball up to Kierington. Kierington off to Brocksterman. A little bit too hard of a pass to handle there.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control there, trying to make something happen in the fast break, but you got to at this point. You got to go quickly.
Turnover number?
That's 13.
I have. That's amazing.
Yeah, Larned has 14, so they've kind of evened up that turnover battle in the second half.
Yeah, they've only had like 3 the whole second half. They've really taken care of the ball well as the Vikings were playing. Oh, there's a turnover. Kierington comes up with the ball. Quickly running up to Ellie. Ellie with it. Kick out to Kira. 3-pointer, Kira. No. Rebound. Kierington. Her shot. Good. 42-32 for the Vikings, 42. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep this one right here as the Vikings. Yeah, it's got to be fast and furious now with only 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. You got to just force every issue that you can.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get some steals. You're going to have to hope for some missed free throws. You still got another foul to give here, so be aggressive going for a steal these next few possessions and hopefully get a layup out of it, and then just pray for some missed free throws, and you're going to have to execute perfectly down the stretch.
And you got to keep shooting. You can't work the ball very long. You got to just hope those three-pointers start falling again. But Vikings, boy, they sure had an exciting first half, but they're just unable to sustain it. That third quarter again being the biggest bugaboo. 42-32. Larned with the lead and the basketball. Fisher will put it in play for the Larned Indians. And we got a whistle and a foul on the screen somehow.
Awesome. No time.
Sanger.
Clock.
Sanger gets whistled for the foul. Her first. 2:04 to go. Got to keep working, keep working, keep working. Go out the top to Bryant. To Carrington. Back out to Brockstrom, to Ellie. Ellie gets a screen. Ellie with the dribble drive. Ellie kick out to Brockstrom. Yeah, you can't work so much time, girls. You got to go with the shot. Up and, boy, a lot of contact with Fisher. Nothing called. Off it goes to Muldrow. He'll bring it into the front court under some pressure from Bryant. And it'll get it off to Kira. Kira comes away, no. And the Vikings get called for a push. Ellie's going to get called for a push on Sanger. So Ellie gets called for the foul. From here on, it'll be shooting free throws for the Larned Indians. They get it into Sanger. Sanger will work it up against Ellie. Ellie trying for the steal, but Sanger able to keep it going, missing on the shot. Brockstrom with the rebound, and Brockstrom is fouled. And it'll be free throws coming up for Smoky Valley. But now there's only 1:26 left to go. Sanger picks up the foul. And Brockstrom gets her first points of the night via the free throw. 33 for the Vikings. And that one rebound. Carrington put it up and no. And Carrington will be called for the reach-in foul, trying to knock the ball away from Tapia. Well, the amount of energy the Vikings expended in the first half maybe took its toll. I don't know, but playing on that emotion, they just had such a wonderful first half. And there's a back reach in over the back of Fisher, but she's just not getting those fouls called on her. Quickly up to Kira. Minute 21. And fans behind us hollering, go, go, go. You have to go. You have to score often. Bryant gets it off to Carrington. Carrington dribble drive, and she has her pocket picked. And now a foul on Bryant. And no, the foul's going to be on Carrington. 1:08 left to go. 33 Smoky Valley, 42 Larned. And making the free throw is Muldrow. She's got 8 in this half. She missed that free throw. Claire Brockstrom and Claire, she traveled over there on the side. I thought she got the ball away before she traveled. I knew she was taking too many steps, but it was called a travel. So.
Turnovers are even at 16 now.
Larned with it. And a reach-in foul by Kira. Vikings are going to make them earn it at the free throw line. Perez now with a 1-and-1. 1 minute exactly left to go here. 43-33. Vikings trail. And missing. Rebound. Tapia missing. And Brocksterman comes away with the rebound. Carrington has it knocked away, but Brocksterman picks it up. No, won't go. Larned with the rebound. Off it goes to Perez, up to Sanger. Sanger reach in. No, travel before the reach in by Kira Haxton. Turnover Larned. 42.9 seconds to go.
Just go shoot it, girls.
Yeah, get a shot. Kira all the way to the baseline corner. Kick out to Brocksterman. Near side to Bryant. Wanted to trigger a three. Now it's a long two, and it's good. It's a three. An Arn Reinert CPA three-pointer by Ashlyn Bryant. 36-42, or 43, excuse me. And it's a full timeout. We'll step aside as well. 28.9 seconds left to go. Back right after this.
Trust your...
Jared sent me a text message saying it's Nickerson, Halstead, and Haven in that order, and I believe that's right because next week we play Lions and Pratt, and then we go to Nickerson, and I know Halstead's on a Friday night, and then the following last game of the year, regular season, is Haven on a Tuesday. So everything getting ready to wind down here. Larned gets the ball in. A foul on Ellie Brumbaugh. Sanger lost the handle, but she was fouled by Ellie. We'll march to the other end to shoot free throws. And free throw by Sanger is no good. She hit a couple of costly threes against the Vikings in that third quarter. She only had 4 points at halftime, and then she hit 2 threes to start that third quarter. Fisher with the rebound, put back, good. Oh, we can't stop Fisher. Quickly the other way, and the Vikings turn it over. And with 17.6 seconds to go and a 9-point lead, things are looking good for the Larned Indians. Fisher to put it in play again. Still looking. Now goes into Muldrow. Muldrow fouled by Bryant. Muldrow will have a couple more free throws. 15.5 seconds remaining.
Well, credit goes to Larned here. They came out in the second half, and offensively a 31-point second half. That's impressive, so Vikings just couldn't keep up.
And Muldrow knocks down the free throw. Yeah, they just did what they do best, I guess. And made points. Vikings did not make a field goal in that third quarter. He makes both of those free throws. Kira from Carrington. And a reach in, knocked away by Larned. 10.5 seconds remaining. Kira to put it in play, looking goes into Carrington. No, rebound. Fought for. Vikings Carrington comes away with a Kira three, missing. And the Vikings lose it 47-.